Hello and welcome to the Col Social Sessions here on a Monday evening if you're in the UK, and afternoon, morning, depending on where you are in the world. Tonight, this afternoon, this morning, as we've already been through, is all about just a nice steady spin, no one going too hard, riding around the 1 to 2 watts per kilo kind of mark. I will not be exceeding 2 watts per kilo tonight, I can guarantee you that. It's been a busy weekend. How are you all doing? I'm on the Magnificent 8 course in Watopia, which proves to be quite a popular one. It's around 29 kilometers and it takes us almost exactly an hour to do a lap. So far, it's proved to be quite a good circuit. It's relatively fast, has a few nice undulations throughout it. No cobblestones, definitely not. Let's find out how everyone is. It's a bank holiday weekend here in the UK, which will explain why it's a little bit quieter than normal. Also, it is absolutely stunning outside. You can't quite see that, I'm pointing to the window. So yeah, I would imagine that most people have spent the last 3 or 4 days riding their bikes because we had a long 4-day weekend, which has been really rather welcome for most of us. No cobblestones tonight. Hi Micah, hi Chris. We have some regulars by the looks of it, which is really nice. How are you all doing? How has the weekend been? Not quite sure what's rattling there. I'm not sure if you can hear that on YouTube. That's slightly frustrating. Anyway, it's obviously something that I've done. I can see exactly what it is. I'm not sure I'm going to have to change that now. Anyway, not to worry. It's been wet. No. Snowing. Hello from Wales. You imagine if someone was in Wales, it might have been wet. It's been dry and sunny. Dry, windy. Very, very windy. Wet? Where in the world are you? Dry, sunny skies all weekend. Right, there is a playlist down in the description on the YouTube video. So if you're not interested, Joshua, Jack Smith, in listening to me, because I sound quite tired, and I am a little bit tired, then there's some fantastic motivational music, and a lot of that playlist has now been updated with some suggestions from regular Zwift riders, which is really cool. Oh cool, nice. Oh nice, Simon. Simon's wife is riding with us. So we have a sweeper, we have Micah as a sweeper who, she's not wearing her favourite shoes today, so she's got really sore feet, so she would not be going too hard. Be around the 1.2 WKG, let's say to 1.5. Let's have a guess. Depends if it's a good day or not. Otherwise, let's all keep it nice and steady. Let's stay below 2 watts per kilogram and keep it steady. Nice. We have 30 seconds to go. Don't need motivation at 2 watts per kilogram. I need all the motivation I can get today. I'm really genuinely very tired. Everything hurts. Every little movement that I make. It's just one of those days. Right, here we go. We are riding. I've not thrown out a single ride on yet as well, which is poor form. Right, let's go change my view so I can see where everyone is. See, look. Sweeper's in front of me, that's not a good start, is it? Change the view. Fair enough, rest day for me. That sounds good, Jack. Josh. So many names to choose from. Joshua, Jack. I would love to have had a rest day. No, I wouldn't actually. The weather was so nice, I really wanted to ride this morning, so I did. Off the back of 3 good days of riding. Not long rides, but just good rides. I would find a happy zone, a happy place. Somewhere like 1.8 watts per kilo. That feels, honestly, that feels harder than it has done for a while. I love that the sweeper's ahead of me, and like I'm actually not passing her either. Jack is the ninja on Zwift. Is there a ninja in the screen? Is there? Joshua. I've really confused myself there already. Right, this circuit has a couple of very, very short... Oh, T Ninja. Is that you? As in the ninja? That would make sense. I can't exceed... tight legs. Let's find out what sort of riding everyone's been up to over the weekend. Nigel has the right idea. Just a good, easy spin. It's exactly what I fancy. The easier the better. I've even forgotten my heart rate monitor today, which was a poor move, but it would be disappointingly. Toruptopia, nice, that's for Richard. That's good, so we get double points. 4 watts per kilo for 4.5 hours on Saturday. What? I'm going to do some really quick maths. Yeah, I don't think I've ever done that. So when I was race fit, I would have been 75 kilos-ish. 75 times 4 is around 300, isn't it? If I'd ever done that, that's rare. Please tell me you did that outside, not inside. Josh. The machine, as I'm now going to know you. That sounds horrific. Inside or outside, that's just hard. You'll be going fast for that, that's for sure. Oh no. Somebody's not getting their credits for the Tour of Utopia. Alex has been on the mountain bike. I like the sound of that, Alex, that's what I've been up to. Contact them. If you contact Zwift, if you ever have any problems, generally they'll help sort it out. You're also light, 260 normalised power. So you've gone for the normalised power to calculate your watts per kilo, not average power, just to clarify. Normally, Zwift are very helpful when it comes to sorting things out, if you have dropouts and things like that. A friend of mine said to me this morning, can't we just have 4-day weekends all the time? 220 average, that's good. That's more, that sounds just as machine-like, but less daunting to me. My triceps hurt. That's not good. 4 max sprints, 5 race attacks, 600 watts for 30 seconds, hold for 3 minutes just over FTP, 45 minutes zone 2, 4 times 12, 100% FTP. My goodness me. That's a horrible session. Who's coaching you? It's a good session. You notice the benefits from doing things like that. That's one of those, when I was coached, when I was racing, I used to read out some of my sessions and I'd be like, don't know if I'm going to make it to the end of this. Nice quiet day. I can't see anyone. Is that because I've been dispatched by the group? How many TSS, Joshua? Jay McCall while coaching, best on the South Coast. That's good. And that's exactly, no matter who's coaching you, it's exactly what you should say about your coach. That means you believe in what they're doing and it obviously works. Catch the wheel and go, go, go. I hope Mike is not talking to me. Being busy with work, good to relax a bit. I think we can all relate to that, Mark. 308 TSS, yeah, that's a hard ride. Ouch. We are strung out and I am once again at the back, or close to the back. It's always the case. Cool, everyone's happy. Just saw my screen over. Great pace. Simon's trying to catch up. Come on, Simon. I mean that in the nicest of ways. Oh, booping away. Not quite sure what that was. Sometimes I get Zwift notifications on my watch. I'm not sure if that was or not. How do you feel today after that ride yesterday, Joshua? I had 210 TSS yesterday, and I feel like I've been run over. Which is why I don't want to go over 2 watts per kilo. Ashley's back. I love seeing all of our frequent names reappearing every week. That's really good. It was the mountain bike race that's made me feel like I've been run over. It was a lot harder than I was expecting, but it was really good. It's one of those where I now know what I have to work towards in the future. It was a genuinely good day out, lots of fun, like just a really nice social thing to do. There were moments in the race where I questioned why on earth I did it. 2 hours steady on Sunday, feel good today. Team time trial tomorrow. Is the team time trial on Zwift? Ride like the wind, Micah. Good luck in those shoes. Micah had the option of wearing a pair of Crocs today or a pair of actual cycling shoes. She's gone for a pair of cycling shoes, but unfortunately they really hurt. Back pedal team. Nice, good luck. Here we go, gravel climbs. Plodding along. I need to pedal a little bit faster because this is just, it's poor form. It could be how do you spell adjusting? There we go. If you've had your bike recently serviced, you might well need readjusting after 2 weeks. I've not turned my fan on this evening, which is quite controversial of me. It's quite nice to be really warm when you're riding like this. Not done a Zwift team time trial. Hope it's easier than a normal one. I suspect it probably isn't. Normal team time trials are just the worst thing on earth. You know, when you're accelerating to try and get back into the group. Judging by your comment, you know exactly. But then if you're on a good day and you're feeling fit, equally, it is quite a nice experience. You just feel like you're going incredibly fast. And when you look around the group and you know that you're one of the stronger ones. Here we go. I'm not far ahead. I'm behind most people. We have a fun workout on Wednesday. We have some good sessions coming up this week. Wednesday evening, Friday morning. Let's make it clear it's UK time. It's rare to be one of the stronger ones, Josh. Incredibly rare. This is the sort of day that you spend your entire career waiting for, just hoping. Little scare. Although I'm not sure how much harder .23 Ks to go. Again, I reckon by judging by your numbers, you're clearly not the heaviest of people. You must be towards the 60 kilos. 62 kilos, 63 kilos. Judging by my real quick maths, working out your watts per kilo, 3.5 watts per kilo at 220 watts, you'll be strong enough. And if your bunch positioning is good, that's what's so crucial. It's being able to ride in the group. I think we're about to pick up another group chat like we did last week. Last week we had runners, 65 kilos. See, my mass isn't as good as I'd like it to be. Bunch positioning, tactical timing, efficiency, all of those things add up more than pure power. Getting aero doesn't help, does it? This is it. I'm on the front. on the bridge. That's our group there, strung out around the corner in front of us. I think you can just about see that. Who's that up ahead? George is well ahead of me. Why do we keep picking up another group chat? If anyone knows, I'd love to find out. So anyway, last week, I think it was this same group. I think they're a group of runners, so they will disappear at some point because we won't be on the same stretch as them for the entire ride. One of them was running along in a bunny costume. On a treadmill, obviously. Don't let them hijack our ride. We have to keep messaging. Oh, too hard. Getting way too hard. Going too hard and not pedaling fast enough. So Georgia also raced yesterday. Gina, hi Gina, how are you doing? Don't flatter my maths, Josh. I finished school with GCSEs, as in I never went to further education, so as intelligent as I may be, I don't have the certificates for it. So last week Gina, we were properly riding. We couldn't see the runners, but they were clearly videoing each other and having their video conversation and talking about one of them running along on a treadmill in a bunny costume with a carrot dangling in front of them. Joshua, sprints are all about positioning. Like, that's the most important thing, and timing. You could win a really high level sprint with like 1100 watts even as a big person, just by knowing exactly when to unleash it, basically. Christopher Gervais is slowing down. I'm well out the back. Georgia, I'm very glad you were tired. Yeah, but how good was the April Fool's thing? Micah did her ride, the Tour of Watopia, and she was riding along on a tricycle. Double Ginas. Recovery Monday for the runners. I can't think that running could ever be a recovery sport. I don't seem to have gone anywhere in the last 2 minutes. I'm sure I looked up a second ago and it said 21.3 k's to go. So I'm only 90 seconds ahead of the sweeper. Cyclists on big wheels. Is that the tricycle thing? Or no, what's a big wheel? Just big wheels on a bike. Here we go. Kevin the Rabbit's making a return. The wolf is coming for him. I'm 12 seconds behind you, Gina. I've just seen your name pop up on the screen. And 10 seconds behind Simon. So try and chase the group in front of me. Yes, no. Look them up. I'll have a look on the internet later. I'm slowly closing in on the group ahead, very slowly. Let's find out. Should I do a cap giveaway tonight? I think Richard's in our group, and I think he's saying yes. They were the bomb. Some old US lingo there. I can't see Gina's name now. Oh yeah, no, 12 seconds, 10 seconds ahead. I haven't closed anything. I'm starting to sweat though. I'm forgetting to change gear. How does Discord work? This is the runners. Ashley's waiting for a pizza in the oven. What else would you do when you're on the turbo trainer? I quite fancy pizza now, actually. Discord. Does anyone on YouTube use Discord? I've never managed to get my head around it completely. "11 seconds. I'm really not closing in at all. What if I ride at like a steady 2 watts per kilo? I can get away with that. It was advertised as Joshua needs new casquette. Okay, that's good to know, Gina, because I was starting to worry that it's only my rides. I thought I was going to become jinxed and all the technological issues were going to happen just to me. In your experience, Joshua, does it work well? Is it something worth using or not? Because I quite like the idea that we could all actually talk to each other instead of me talk to you and you have to text back. Because let's be honest, if I'm tired like this, or even at the best of times, it's not going to be that exciting to listen to. Yeah, we are on a closed group ride because this is an event-only route, I think. 10 watts per kilo, that's quite hard. Somebody there. It's not going to be coming out of me today, that's for sure. Smaller groups is better, okay. Well, maybe we'll try and, you know, if this Monday evening ride continues, how many people are here today? Less than 100, I think? Oh, 10 to 20, that's a big difference. We could ride on the hour, every hour, and cater for everyone. Here we go. Gino, I'm closing in on you. 4 seconds. I'm going to announce it at 5k to go because I'm a little bit further behind. Yeah, that's confusing me as well, Gina. Every time it pops up, I'm like, oh, Gina's really well known here. Okay, Fiona, that's good advice. Not everyone uses it. Well, maybe it's a good idea. I've just passed you. Jump on the back. Get on the wheel. I don't like it when the other group chat pops in because then it's really complicated and you're trying to have a conversation with the people we're riding with. I know we're pretty spaced out now. If you look at that map, we are everywhere. I can see there are clearly, that's how I speak, I have to word it out. Clearly some people feeling good up front. My legs do not want to know. But it's good, it's nice. Can't feel good all the time. Joshua, I may well take you up on that. Two watts per kilo. Gina's still ahead of me. So we might be missing the front. Fiona, it's the weirdest thing. I can kind of get used to it, as in I've done it for a few weeks now, but it is weird. Also, I feel like long silences aren't quite the right thing to do. Like I could quite happily sit here and just type to the companion app, but I decided I would put these videos online that people could follow them, and I have to commit to it, even when I'm really tired. Right, okay, that makes sense, Gina. So I have noticed that the more riders there are on these rides, the more people that are closer to me. But it looks like the smaller the group, the more strung out it becomes. Joshua, I have no idea. I wouldn't like to second guess it. I'm going to race mountain bikes for fun because mountain biking is happening. Everyone's watching. You get used to that though. And I can't see the people watching, so it's actually, I'm literally sat in a room talking to myself. This is a good group. Plenty of wheels to sit on now. Should we throw out some ride-ons, which is one of my more favouriteest things to do? I know that's not good English. Have any of you in the group chat on YouTube listened to our playlist? It's genuinely quite good, and we have new additions every single week now. Simon knows it, Gina knows it. It is the best group. That doesn't mean I want to be on the front. One of my mates is racing Amstel. As in Amstel Gold Race. That'd be amazing. Yep, Fiona, I'm almost sat in my room on my own. Micah, who is our sweeper and my wife, is actually just the other end of the room. That makes it a lot easier for us. Tour of Utopia. Mike is going to be doing the Tour of Utopia for the double XP points. I think she'll be catching me up soon. I'm on level 19. I've not done a huge amount of hours on Zwift. Oh, cool. Amstel Gold Race is probably my favourite bike race to watch. The roads in the south of Holland, South Netherlands, they're so twisty, so hilly. It's so much harder than you would ever expect a race in that part of the world to be. I was quite lucky to race there quite a lot as a child. Fiona, these rides are better than, I'm not going to say any other ride on Zwift. You can't really vouch for that. But we generally have quite a good group chat on the companion app. I don't know when Amstel Gold is. Joshua knows. But yeah, we've had special guests. We aim to have 2 special guests every month, which keeps them fresh. Means it's easy to not easy, but it's easier to find good people. It's been really enjoyable. Graham's back. Hi, Graham. Past halfway now. Nice pace setting at the front of this group. I can hear Micah freewheeling and unclipping. She really doesn't like those shoes. So the first 3 songs on that playlist, Joshua, they come from the founder of Col, Yanti Barker. And then the rest of them, I can't remember the order of the submissions from people from Col, but a lot of them are from people that work at Col, the team behind the clothing. You can't be that slow and out of shape if you're in this group, Gina. This is an elite group. Don't talk down about my group. I'm sat here sweating, so it's not that. And I used to think I was really good at cycling. I still do. Oh, there's a sweeper. Has she got? Yep, she's had a ride on. Let's go and zoom to the front of the group. See where everyone is. No, there's someone there making a mad dash. Can you see that on the YouTube? You can see the little yellow dots. If I zoom in a little bit, they're way forward. Actually, there you go. And we are way back here. But it doesn't matter. It's the best group, and I'm going out the back of it. Chris Pritchard's team rides are good. I was surprised how hard they were at the end. I thought they'd be... I don't know what I expected. No, don't jump off. I'm going to plan some shorter rides in the future, Fiona. I think an hour on the whole is probably that little bit too long for most people. I think it's easier if they are... easier to justify spending 50 minutes on a turbo trainer, 5 minutes to get ready, 5 minutes to get off. Our Friday morning rides are only 40 minutes, for example. Waiting for Guy SM. Who's Guy SM? Oh, wait for us guys, sorry. For you guys. Thank you for joining us, Fiona. And Gina, you're right, it is a really good group, and Chris Pritchard actually does a really good job of motivating people. He has a good sense of humour to go with it as well. He worked with us years and years ago actually in a cycling team in 2013 when I first met him. There's no way I can keep my weight down on Zwift either. As in, like, the power output that some people do is incredible. Get your husband and daughter to finish the ride for you, Fiona. Yeah, Chris Pritchard's massaged my legs in 2013. For about a month, I think it was. We did 2 big, long training camps of around 2 weeks. Then he came to a few races throughout the year as well. He was good. And that was just after, or around the time he was qualifying to go to the Commonwealth Games, I think, when they were in Scotland. And he was fit back then. Where's my group gone? What have I done? What have I done to everyone? Have they gone off ahead? Or are they behind me? No, there's no one behind me. Well, there are 2 people behind me. So Wednesday is UK time, 6:10, and that is a workout, so everyone stays together, and they're hard, but they're good. Friday morning is 7:10 in the morning, UK time, and that is again a workout, on Zwift, sorry, both of those on Zwift. And then I bumped into Chris at a few races in 2015 when I was still racing. And he worked at the place that also I previously worked at, the same parent company of the global cycling network called Play Sports Network. Ask him about the global fitness network. I'm sure his answer will be quite entertaining. Have I completely been dropped here? I've not been paying attention. This is what I always do on Zwift. Just drift off. Is Gina ahead? Yeah, you're 20 seconds ahead of me, Gina. Again, try and close the gap. I seem to keep drifting off. Yes, Alex, I will be. I will do that for host them somewhere. Right then. Yeah, those are the 3 letters. I can imagine that. I feel very much the same, as do most people that leave that place. Are your handlebars slammed on all your bikes? No, actually, Graham. I have 3 centimetres underneath the handlebars on this bike. I'm on a Wahoo kicker. If I do this, can you see it? A Wahoo kicker bike. This is cool. And also, my road bikes are low at the front. That's just how I like it, if I'm really honest. But only so that I can use the drops when sprinting. You're right, Gino, I can't multitask it transpires. Is that Jack's wheel right in front of me, is it? Or have I just passed it? Jay Lee, look at him go. Flying past me. How have I been dropped on my own ride? I'm over 2 watts per kilo. Didn't expect that to happen today. I haven't caught up with Georgia. I'm still 4 seconds behind Gina. I think we're going to find a shorter circuit where we can do 2 laps in the future. You're right about the aero bars, especially on the turbo trainer. I find it's quite good for getting good glute force to use aero bars, whereas when I sit up like this, I don't know, it just doesn't feel quite as powerful. Whereas I often go for an aerodynamic position, just force of habit, I guess. I guess lots of cyclists don't like a slam position because lots of cyclists can't ride in a slam position. I don't mind announcing to anyone where I am. I'm quite happy with my position. Well, it's connection problems. Oh look, we've got a new group ride from Yoast. Simon's just caught up with Katrina. Inter-spouse rivalry. Fortunately in my household, one of us dedicated the last 10 years to being an athlete. I have the slight edge, whilst the other one had babies. Sorry Micah. It's a wildly unfair advantage, which is why e-bikes make a huge assistance for her. Yeah, I think turbo trainers, they're never going to quite replicate the out of the saddle style of climbing. You know, when you really want to accelerate and things like that. It's always going to be, you know, it's great for stuff up to like threshold, and maybe even a little bit VO2. But it is going to be harder. It's not going to be quite like real life. Have I caught you, Gina? Yes, I have. I put 16 seconds into Gina now. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't actually mean to fly past you. I just thought I'd catch the group in front of me, but I don't pay attention. Have you done triathlon, Gina? I've also got a sense of deja vu that we've possibly had that conversation before. We should handicap this event, shouldn't we? We should work out everyone's watts per kilo. Pink Tron bike, how nice. I'm going to stand up. I'm not sure why. How long did it take you to get the Tron bike? We can cruise in together. Am I right in thinking, Gina, that triathlon was absolutely massive in the USA? I've tried running. I wish every time that I went for a run, the run was behind me rather than in front of me. It's the hardest thing ever. Oh wow, a whole winter. That's a long time to be on a bike indoors. But yeah, when the weather's bad and there are national lockdowns, what else are you going to do? Does it make a difference, the Tron bike? Why can't I see Simon on the screen? Birthplace of triathlon. That's cool. Keep triathlon heaven. I imagine it looks similar to this, and I have no idea why. Open water swimming, great weather, hundreds of miles of good roads. That's a relief to know, Jack. I'm not going to bother spending a winter indoors. I don't think we have like a cultural fitness thing here in the UK. Like other parts of the world where they have good weather have. I was talking to someone about this yesterday. Like, being fit and active is a social thing in other parts of the world, whereas here you're almost an outsider and you kind of limit your friendship group in some way. Like, it's just not a culturally accepted thing that you do sport. That's how I see it. Anyway, I might be wrong. That might be being unfair. Micah is suffering. I can hear her unclipping. Joshua, I have raced the Perth. Not twice. I've raced it quite a few times actually. I've won it twice. That's what I meant to say. It's a brilliant race. I think the Perth actually is one of the best circuits in the UK. Well, Stu. Yes. I didn't actually work there with him. But when he was still racing, it was apparent. That's Matt Stevens from GCN days. Lots of fit people in places like San Diego, Boulder, or Colorado on the whole is an amazing place. Other cities. But if you went to probably most of the other towns in the US, you'd realise that fitness is not high on the list of priorities. Okay, so they do fit in with the stereotype. So Joshua, if you want to get any of the KOMs at the Perth circuit, you're going to need a really good tailwind and a good group of teammates, I would say. Because we used to ride just flat out. It would be like the first chance to work as a team, and we always took it really seriously, even though it wasn't, you know, it's the first race we could do, but it wasn't the biggest race of the year, with all respect to the Perth, because it is a classic UK race. But we always, basically it was like an inter-team competition to see who could hurt the others the most. Graham, I completely agree with you. If I was to have one bike and I had to do everything with it, it would be an off-road bike of sorts. So Mike is 3.3 k's behind, so it's not too bad. Fairly new to cycling. My mates call it Matt Stevens when I don't clip in first time. That's a good nickname for that. So you have. So Matt Stevens is genuinely one of the nicest people. We should try and get him on a ride. Right, when we get to 5k, I will announce the cap giveaway and the rules around that. So you've been caught up typing, Gina, and that means you're now 1 minute 18 behind me. Haha! It does work both ways. Yeah, Matt is genuine. So I once upon a time went to a bike race when working for GCN. And our cameras became lost on the aeroplane. And Matt was doing everything he could whilst working for another company at the time to try and support us and try and find some cameras and recording equipment. Honestly, you couldn't meet a nicer person. He once had dinner with us when we were still racing years ago, way before GCN. I can't remember if he was there at the time or not, but just a good human. I think you'll struggle to find someone that would say something bad about Matt. Right, I'm going to start typing out the cap competition. Then I'll have to copy and paste it. I've slowly started speeding up. Yeah, that's exactly why he gets interviews with people, because he's just a good person. And that makes a massive difference. When you see someone like that, that's exactly what you want. Right, type. This week, Le Col. I'm not going to sprint, Jack. You've also already told me you have a recovery day. So how about we arrange a rendezvous for a sprint another day? How does that sound? Mainly because I don't want to get cramp, and that's absolutely how my legs feel. The last 20 minutes yesterday, I was like, oh no, back off a little bit. Oh no, back off a little bit. Right, select the paste, select the paste, select the text. Don't freewheel. That was close, wasn't it? Gina needs some coffee. What time of the day is it in California? California. See, I'd love to go to California. So Mike has some new shoes, Graham. They're beautiful shoes, but they're not the shoes for her, unfortunately. And the shoes that she likes wearing, she left at home. We're not at home doing this. And like 15 minutes before the ride, you know, we're only a few minutes away, touch and go as to whether there was time. And I said, no, you've got a really important job to do. You have to be the sweeper. So it's partly my fault, but also, you know, partly hers. Cheers, Josh. Sorry that I didn't help you get around under the hour. Come back another day. We will 100% have a sprint. That'll be good fun. Maybe next Monday. I don't mind doing it then, but today, I don't have it in me. Yes, Jack, please come back. You're great on the chat. It's nice that I think finally YouTube is starting to work. It's taken a little while to get more of a back and forth. I would be drinking coffee if it's still 11 o'clock in the morning. I was drinking coffee at 3 o'clock this afternoon, and that's quite unheard of for me. Behind Micah. You've been writing too much, Gina. Right, we have just 3.5 Ks to go. I'm going to pop that message up there one more time. This Wednesday. Serious session, but a fun one. All about fast legs. GMT, same time as this ride. We better write some comments to people. 2.5 miles to go, which is 4 kilometers exactly. In the big ring. I'm not in the big ring. Oh, also just hurt my neck. Looking down at my gears. Oh no. I feel like I'm falling apart today. Although weirdly, I actually feel a lot better for doing this ride. Alright, let's say thank you. hope, I'm going to say it now before people start disappearing. .5. We're going to be close to the hour. I just didn't want you to miss the message. We also have a Friday morning ride. The Friday morning ride is probably my favourite ride of the week. 8 20-second sprints. Ooh. What did I have in the first week? I think the first week I did something silly like that. It wasn't far off. One day I'll find a way, Gina. Maybe if I work harder, I'll be able to afford a trip to California. So Friday morning rides, 0710 GMT. Thank you, Phil. And thank you to our sweeper. And to her sore feet. Special mention there. Or maybe if air travel just got cheaper. A friend of mine went to California. They went there expecting amazing weather. They had, what was it, 3 or 4 weeks there? And it rained almost every day. They even had snow at one point. This is a few years ago now. And they were meant to be camping. So I'm not sure they were that thrilled. But you can't get your money back for bad weather, can you? Gina, what are you suggesting? Oh dear. Oh dear, Gina. Thank you, Simon, and oh. Yeah, they had just bad weather, like freak bad weather. Yep, we are in the same room. Yes, we are. Gina has all the insider information. What is the delay on YouTube? Is it around 20 seconds or is it less than that? It might have been an El Nino year. I actually can't remember when it was. It's a good few years though. Sometime in the last decade. Right, under a K to go. I was going to get aero then. What a bummer. Yeah, I'm not. Well, they're the sort of people they got on with it. Obviously, they were disappointed. They could have stayed home if they wanted rain. We have that most days. So I'm in a little studio, Graham, where things like this are possible because I have quite a large setup to make all of this happen, and it just wouldn't be possible where I live. But it's literally minutes from home. I normally do it on my bike, but I haven't today. Another big thank you to everyone. I haven't given out as many ride-ons as I might like. Let's rectify that right now. I think it's because I've been in a nice group. Meaning, I'm in the group. It's still California though. Or California. So where I live is called Cornwall, as in that's the region. And it has its own local name as well, which is Kerno. And people started using the California kind of vibe, calling it Kernofornia, which kind of made it sound really sunny and nice. It's a great hashtag on Instagram. My house is absolutely not massive, Graham. Absolutely not. Yes, Cornwall. Truro, Cornwall. And I can't pronounce that without picking up the local dialect, no matter how hard I try. Right, here we are, approaching the line. What time did we do it in? 1 minute and 1 hour, 1 minute, 44 seconds. Nice. Let's stay here. I don't want to be kicked out of this just yet. Cornwall, we're in the UK, so think way down underneath Wales, there's a little bit of land that sticks out at the bottom. That's where I am. Good job everyone, enjoy the rest of your day. And then, for those that haven't read it yet, let's pop out the cap message one more time. So Cornwall is a spit of land. It looks small on the map, but it won't be. Way down the very southwest part of the UK, it's as low and far west as it possibly gets. Definitely not part of Wales. Right, on that note, I'm going to grind to a halt and say goodbye to you all. It's been really nice chatting, and I feel like I could sit here for the rest of the day and do it, to be honest. But we'll have to wait until next Monday, or Wednesday evening, if you fancy coming and doing a proper workout. When I say a proper workout, this is also a proper workout. It's just that Wednesdays is a structured workout. Lots of intervals. I think it's 9 times 3 minutes of something. It's I try and make them interesting. I try and make them so that the time goes really quickly, that we get a good benefit from it, but we can still talk as well. I think that's quite important. Thank you very much to everyone that contributed to the live feed, made the conversation good. This has been far and away the best one of those so far. I am going to have a recovery drink. I think I might have to pop to the shop on the way home for exactly that, just because it is a holiday here in the UK, and why not? Thank you very much everyone again. I will see you again on Wednesday evening, 6:10 GMT for the workout, and it's around an hour in length. Then on Friday morning, those rides will always be 40 minutes if you're interested in doing those. I really enjoy those. I feel they really set me up well for the day and also for the weekend. Generally speaking, it's the sort of session that I would have done when I was racing, and it would really help prepare you for the race the day after, or even the Sunday after the Friday. So something to look forward to if you're interested. Otherwise we'll be back here. At some point over the summer months, we might even consider changing the time of day, if that's something that works for anyone, I don't know. Or maybe even doing different times of day, offering different rides for different audiences across the world. Thank you very much again everyone on YouTube. Gina, Graham, Joshua, Fiona, I know you've left already, but it's been really cool to talk to you. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm going to press end right now, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.